Alright, I am back from lunch. Let's throw y'all on window. I did a little bit of experimenting with the stones in the field. Let me just clear this off my phone. Alright, did a little bit of experimenting with the stones in the fields, and you do have to paint them in. So you have to go stone invisible. And I did just a little test patch, and it seemed to work out fine. Now we have a choice. We can either put them in really light, we can put them in heavy, or we can scatter them about. I'm going to put them in a little bit heavy. And I'm going to put them in the grass as well. This way, if you join the fields together, you'll be able to get rocks. You should be able to get rocks in the meadow as well. So let's throw some in there. I'm going to throw some over here in the meadow because I want to test. I want to test it. I want to test putting animal pens down and make sure we can put animal pens down on top of this stone. So I'm just going to do, we're going to line this really quick and just randomly throw some of the stones in here as well. Now they are invisible. Arlarn, hello. So they are invisible, so you're not going to be able to see them in the editor. So you're going to have to be really careful where you put the stones in and where you don't put the stones in. Let's give this a quick save. I just want to make sure that A, they can plow up, and B, we can put animal pens down on top of them. We should be able to because they're invisible. But I think this shall work. Alright, let's jump into an empty slot. Let's grab a new game save. And confirm. Now, we're going to need to buy a field, so let me throw some cash. We're going to buy the meadow, so I need to throw some cash in. So let's throw in some cash. I want to get 2 tractors. I want to grab a plow. I want to grab the stone picker. This guy. Let's grab a plow. And let's head back the other way to just the meadow. So right now I own the entire map. So if I go over here and I go allow create fields, I didn't paint any stones in over here. I shouldn't have any stones popping up. Let me just make sure I have stones turned on. Weeds. Let's just turn them off for now. Yeah, field stones are on. So if I come over here and I allow create fields, I shouldn't get any stones because I didn't paint any in. And we're not. I painted the invisible ones in over here. So I should get stones over here. So allow create fields and lower. Okay, why am I not getting stones? I know I put them in. Yep, there they are. Alright. I just didn't paint them over far enough. So this is all full of stones, and they're pretty heavy. But y'all are going to hate me. Now, since this is full of stones, it should not affect me putting any animal pens down. Construction, animals, sheep. Yeah, so it shouldn't affect us putting any animals down because there are stones. Oh, come on. Let me zoom out. Yeah, so it shouldn't affect me putting any animal pens down with stones there. So I'm going to have to paint the stones in by hand. Stone, is that you send the wife out to pick them up before you do field work. And then she could do the potato field. Pick the stones by hand, and then y'all are gonna hate me on this map because the stones are gonna be heavy. All right, let's get out of here. Y'all are definitely gonna hate me on this map because the stones are gonna be heavy. But you can turn them into lime, or you can sell them. Turn them into lime and then sell the lime. We'll get that figured out. We haven't done any of the pricing yet. All right, so I'm gonna call this area ready for just grass and trees, and then we can count this whole square done because we have the home farm is set up, the farmlands are done, field 1 is in the working, field 2 is in the working, farmlands are all painted in, creek is good, bridge is good. Yeah, I think we're good with just grass and trees. So let's go with meadow, harvest ready, limit to grass. Pick up the stones by hand would be more worse than harvesting the potatoes. So let's get our meadow in. Now it should. No, you know what? I didn't underpaint the water. Crap, hold on. I got to underpaint the water first. Or we're going to have some serious issues. So let's go to round. Let's go to riverbed. And can I make the water invisible for a minute? Probably, but let me get... No, I should be able to see it. Get this, hold on, not animal mud, riverbed, there we go. Let's get this underpainted first so all the grass doesn't come into our riverbed. It is hard to see with the water, though. Oh, not wrong one. Nope, I want paint. I don't want terrain editing. Alright, so how are we along here? Oh, so we're good till we get over here. So let's get this underpainted. And we're underpainted all the way out there. All right, so where are we? Let's do this. Let's let me paint the edges. And then come up through here. I think I'm going to try and make the water invisible and then underpaint it. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Now I think if I make the water, there we go. Let's get this all underpainted. So we should, yeah, all right, we should be good. All right, let's turn the water back on. Now let's get our rest of our meadow painted in. All right, so let's go back to, where are we? Meadow harvest ready, limit to grass. So we should be able to come along here now. Get all of this in. Get this side of the water done first. Just wish the clip distance was a little bit higher so you can see it without missing spots. Oh, it's so much easier, but it's so hard to see. So I don't trust my mouse because my mouse skips around. Or I would just like blindly paint it in and just hope for the best. Should be good here. Should be good on this side. A little bit over here. Yeah, a little bit over there. Alright, let's get the island done. Do I want to put some stones in the island? Maybe. Let's come around here. Oh crap. So now I'm going to have to go along the field so we don't get the field done. So you still have to be careful painting around the field. Or can I, let's see, if I limit it to grass, is there a way to keep it off of the field? I guess not, because the there's grass under the field. So I guess we're going to have to go careful along the field. Well, that sucks. That's going to take more time without underpainting the fields with a dirt texture. So that's going to slow things down a little bit. I was hoping just to zoom over the fields. So we'll have to be a little bit more careful along the fields. So let's go to square. Unless there's another setting I'm missing. So I'm not underpainting the fields. Let's get the grass. It's still quicker because I don't have to go along the road. But I am going to have to go along the field. Sassy one is back. I did get the stones figured out. We have to paint them in invisible. So we have to paint the stones in. Which we're going to go back over to the BGA meadow and we're going to put some stones in over there. This way if you cut a field in, you'll have stones. Let's get this strip done. And then let's get field edge. Alright, now I don't need to be neat along the road. Am I missing this patch? No, I was just seeing things. this edge done. I don't think they're worth the hassle at the moment unless there's a use for them. I have a placeable factory that turns the stone into lime. I got to get the Trello board updated with the 22 factories. I'll show you the factories I made and released for 22. So yeah, we can turn the stones into lime, and then you can use the lime on your fields, and then or you can sell the lime for extra cash. So I'll show that to you when we go back in game. Don't play with them on. I think they're pretty cool. I'm going to play with them on if I do decide to play 22. Alright, let's get the roadside finished. And let's get the field edge done. I just sent the wife out to collect them. Let's go back to round. Somebody's going to be peeling his own potatoes for dinner. His wife comes in and looks at chat. Alright, so let's get the... Oh, this field edge has to get done as well. So field edge. And then field edge. Yes, he will. She has to do something on the farm, right? Alright, now we should be able to finish this up. Nikki Fizz, good afternoon. We are working on starter fields 1 and 2. Ignore that in the background, that's going to change. Home farm is in, we'll show that to you shortly. So home farm is over here, it all has to spawn in the game. So home farm with a small meadow and then an extra meadow over here you can purchase. And then field 1 and field 2 you'll get in new farmer mode. So we have, alright, all the grass is done. Let's get the bushy bits along the water taken care of. So let's go to, we're on round. Let's go to, if I can remember it, it's Deco Bush. No, come on. Deco Bush. Boxwood small. Take off limit to grass. So So let's get our boxwood in. And I don't have to be neat with it along the water. Let's just work our way back and then down. Oh, come on. Turn off so I can move my camera. Yeah, we're going to take care of those farms in the distance over the next day or two. Like I said, I will not be on tomorrow or Wednesday. I have a medical test tomorrow, and it's a 45-minute drive there, 45-minute drive home. So I won't be on at all tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I have pre-op testing, and that's another 45 minutes there, 45 minutes home. And they told me to be there half an hour early, expect to be there a couple of hours. So I don't expect to get anything done tomorrow or Wednesday. And let's hit up the island. Alright, so that should be... so now we just need trees. So let me do this. I'm going to grab... Let me do a quick save and a sip of coffee. And we have our save, and we do. Alright. Let's go to trees. And which trees are you? You're my city. Okay, that I want to rename that city because I ended up doing the entire city. There are my border trees. This transform group, do I have a spare? I don't, but I'm not going to move it all the way down to the bottom. I'm just going to duplicate it. And then this one up here, since it's in the middle of nowhere, I'm just going to delete. You are going to be home farm area. So that's going to be the home farm trees. I like this willow along the road. I'm going to continue that. So I'm going to duplicate it. Let's go edit, cut, home farm, paste. And let's just set it over here for now. Let's get it turned this way. 0 and 0. How far off the road do I want it? About there. And let's throw one over there. Alright, let's get the willow trees along the road first. One on the corner. About how far off the road? A little bit back, a little bit further. And let's go this way to 90. Alfred Prom, is this a 16? This is a 4x. So I'm going to start with a 4x, and then we'll graduate up to a 16x for our second map. I wanted to get a feel for the editor, because it is much different than 19. I didn't want to jump into a 16x to start with. So we'll go into a 16x for a second map. And that one's going to be like mountains and hills and valleys and all kind of good stuff. I wanted to do just a big flat open map to start with. Because the editor, even though it's, you know, the same, there are some differences. Let's go around the corner. And I'm hoping that by the time we get to the 16x map build, we have, you know, mining materials and some extra animals. Because right now we have no mining materials, we have no extra animals, we have no extra crops. Because they all have to get converted from 2D to 3D. Let me go a little bit closer to the road. Playing Dakota 4X modified by yourself. Use the mountain textures with scale by 2, and it's a nice mixture. Mining material is possible, animals are not. Okay, yeah, I haven't had a chance to play with mining materials yet. I'm not going to mess with them for this map, but we will mess around with them for the 16x map. Throw one more. Alright, so I have the road border done. I'm not going to put anything between the fields. I do want to get something along the water. I don't know if I want to go with that big tree. I think I'm going to go with the smaller tree along the water. That's a stage 1. That's a stage 4. Do we have a Sharksberry stage 2? Something just a little bit bigger. You are what? You're the American elm. You are... Come on, give me the freaking tree. You're the oak. You're the stage 1. Which is the stage 2? You're the stage 2. Let me look at that one. Let me delete, there, yeah, let me delete. Let me duplicate that one for a second. And let's go down to here. Oh, home farm. Let's see if that one's not going to be too big, and I can go to the stage 1. Do I want something that big? No, I'm going to use the smaller one. I'm going to throw that one there. I'm going to use the smaller one along the water. Let's grab this one. Let's move it down to here. Let's go. Let's grab this guy. I've made sand, gravel, sand, and other fill types. Fruit type is not solved yet. Remember to set up the masks for placeable mask, snow mask, and road map. You also have to define the texture affected to AI in the layer manager. Is that for when you're painting in the is that for when you're painting the the sand and the gravel into the map? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the ground or just make it come out of a mine. Like we'll deliver like water and diesel to a mine, and I'll just have it feel like it's coming out of a pipe. I may not mess with the mining materials on the ground for 22. I don't want to put these as close. I'm going to spread these out a little bit, I think. Yeah, I haven't even gotten around to messing around with mining materials yet. Let's get this side done. I guess we'll mirror the other side as much as possible. So yeah, this one's pretty much just a simple little map. It's in the layer manager. Yeah, so I'm not sure yet what I want to do. I do want to get something on here, but I don't want to take up a lot of space because you can definitely get some animal pens on this island. Let me grab one of these bushy things. I think that's the smallest I have without actually painting in the bush. We can go with some. We can go with the small birch. Let me see how that looks. Let me grab one of these. Let me drop this in the other transform group. Home farm. Paste. Yeah, I don't want to get too complicated with this map. I wanted to keep this map fairly simple. Do we want to go with the... how does that look? Or do I want to go with something like... Where's our deco bush? Something like, what does the hazelnut big look like? No, I don't like those. We're going to go with the tree. We're going to go with the tree. I don't want a lot of them in here anyway. Let's just put a few in here. I want to keep this fairly open. Something like that. Now that should be this area complete. So we have our home farms done. They're all going to spawn in as placeables. We have our tree. We have all of our grass and we have all of our trees in. The farmlands are in. Field 1's and Field 2 is in. I think this home farm area is going to be complete. Let's give it a save. I know how to do the snow mask. I'm not sure what you're talking about with the roads map. I've done the, when I stuck my placeables in, I've done the snow mask. I'm not sure what the roads map is. The roads mask. What is a roads mask? I played with the indoor mask and the outdoor mask. I don't know what the navigation collision is. I've not played with that. And then I know what the tip collision is. Oh, placement collision. That I've not played around with at all. Look at the roads and go to view. This guy? First person, no. Where's view? Prefabs, not sure what you mean. Placement is the one that avoid that the player place. Oh, if the player places something there. Ah, gotcha. Placement is the one to avoid if the player places something there. Gotcha. Look at the roads and go to view. Not sure what you mean. Do you want me to pull up the road transform group? So that's my road system. Roads have a special one because of seasons. In the view menu. Okay, view. Roads have a special one because of seasons and the winter roads. View. Let me do a quick save first. Because I've been having a lot of editor crashes. Winter modes and debug. View. Debug. Yeah, not sure what you're trying to tell me. View. So I thought if it's going to snow, the snow should go on the roads. But does it affect the AI traffic? It shouldn't. So I'll mess around with this off camera, I guess, to figure out the winter area out. What it does now is dynamically change the texture of the road in the winter. These roads don't have my roads are not set up for that I know of. They're not set up. They don't have any kind of snow mask or anything on them. It's like you have the environment by object. Yeah, my particular roads don't have any kind of snow layer built onto them. So my roads are going to look the same year round. All of my buildings have the snow layer on it, but my roads do not. You need to copy materials from the US map. And the occlusion. We're going to have to get together off camera. We're going to have to get together off camera, and you may have to walk me through that. This is another reason why I didn't want to mod for 22. Because of the damn seasons built into the game. Yeah, we'll definitely hook it up in Discord. I will not be around. Yeah, privately, that's fine. I will not be around for the next 2 days. I have medical test tomorrow and pre-op testing on Wednesday. But later this week or this coming weekend, shoot me a private message or a whisper. If you're part of our Facebook group, shoot me a private message or shoot me a whisper on here, and we can definitely jump in Discord. I can share my screen, and then you could walk me through it. I would definitely love to. I would definitely want to see if I can add that in. I want to see what this area looks like now that we have it. Should be complete. Whisper and an invite in my Discord. Okay, thank you. So let me know what day and time. What's good for you? Like Thursday, Friday, or the weekend. And I'll rearrange my schedule. All right, let's grab ourselves a truck. I want to see what that area looks like. We're going with green as the color of the day today. And let's go see what our new farm area looks like. Yeah, basically these roads were converted from 19 to 22. It's the same road system I used in all my maps in 19. Alright, so home farm. I gotta get rid of that extra silo. So I have the barn, we have our silo, we have, I gotta dig the pits out in here and then put the repair trigger in there yet. Home farm, and then we have covered bridge, island where you could put an animal pen down or two, and then starter field 1 and starter field 2. Throw the map back on. Sent you my Discord. When you say hello, I'll add you a private area. Nice people in there. Oh, 90% Spanish. Yeah, I'm sorry. I always wanted to learn Spanish. I had 1 year of Spanish in middle school, but that was about it. And that was like 100 years ago. Alright, I think we're going to call this square done. So we have our 2 starter fields. We have the home farm. There's a lot of room for over here for you to put your own stuff down. I want to get rid of that extra silo in the barn. Oh, I got to come over here and fix the grass by the bridge. Alright. So home farm, sleep trigger. We have got to put the repair trigger in yet. Oh, I got to get a little bit of grass out from the barn. And I wasn't sure if this door opened. Oh, it does open. All right. So it's going to be a little tight squeeze, but it does open. Silo is operating. We tested that earlier. Sleep trigger should be good. I've never tried going in this house. I don't know if the giant setup where you can go in this house. No. Okay. And then there's a big meadow here. You can either put all your animal pens down or you can make your own field. Put your own sheds down. Love the new bridges, something different from the other ones. Yeah, definitely. And then I got to remember to go in and get rid of that extra silo. So a little bit of grass in here, so I got to remove a little bit of grass right there. Let's go look at the covered bridges. A little bit of grass inside of there to get rid of. And then we have, a little bit of grass over here to get rid of. And then I don't see anything else wrong with this area. So let's get those few things fixed. Yeah, Alpha Prom, I really appreciate that. I'll send you a whisper. I'll answer that whisper after my stream. But when I get out of here, I have a 2.5 hour YouTube upload to do as well at some point today. Alright, let's get a little bit of grass out of here. So where are we? We are, it doesn't matter, it's Deco Bush, it should erase it. Yes, get this out of here. I don't mind having a little bit against the wall right there. Alright, so that's good on that side. Let's get a little bit out of here and there. And let's get it out of here. little bit there and here. And then I think if I can smooth this just a little bit more, yeah, we won't get that hump coming in. And I had, yeah, this little patch here has to go. Alright, so that's going to be this area done. You're ready to move in when the map is done? Right, now, we have the cow farm, the horse ranch, the pig farm, and the sheep farm. To make this multiplayer friendly, I think I am going to build them in. I think I'm going to put one on this corner, one on that corner, and then possibly one on this corner and one on this corner. So I think we tested it earlier where you can go in and sell it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe sheep ranch. This way they're still close to town. Let's take a look at this one. Now we're gonna have to. I'm probably gonna get rid of like some of the props. Like I'm gonna get rid of the electric. I'm gonna get rid of the bunker. I think I'm gonna get rid of the fences. But I think I want a second house just for multiplayer. So if we look at the sheep area now, since I'm making changes to it, I'm not going to be able to spawn the map i3D in, so we're going to have to keep this i3D. Electric. Because I decided not to put the power poles in this map, so I'm going to get rid of the power poles. And I think I'm going to get rid of the fences so we can open it up. Let's get the fences. I'm going to keep the winter, I think, in the map. But I think I'm going to get rid of the manure heap. And if we take this whole sheep farm now, and I'm going to spin it to -90. And let's pull it. Well, it may have to come. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to play around with the individual. Or can I bring the whole? Can I bring the whole thing down and then just lift the winter stuff up? I can. So let's bring the entire i3D down. Hang on. Yeah, no, I'm going to have to bring it down. And then we'll have to adjust the winter items. Where's my height? I think my height is good right there. Yeah, height looks good right there. Let's look at those winter items again. I think now that this snowman on the ground, I think, is going to have to come up a little bit. Alright, Snowman 1 is on the roof. Snowman 2 is down there. Snowman 3 is up on the roof. Snowman 2, let's move you over here by the sign. So this will be the sheep farm. Now, where do I want it off the road a little bit further? So we can put trees along the road. And let's go here. Alright, since I have to keep this i3D, let me go File, Export, Placeables, Sheep Farm. I'm just going to call it Sheep Farm. We'll call it Sheep Farm Area. Which means I'm going to rename the XML to be consistent. And then I'm going to have to, so my i3D is also now Sheep Farm Area. But I have to redirect it to my placeables. Redirected it to my placeable area. I'm going to leave that $data mod description. So this is going to be Sheep Farm Area XML. And if I go into this placeables, I'm going to steal it from here because it's just much easier. I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to move it to my placeable. I'm going to redirect it to map directory. And it's going to be Sheep Farm Area. And we just need, now I just need the rotation. Elevation. And then it's going to be 0 minus 90. Nope, minus 90, not minus 900. So this should be the sheep farm area. Well, it won't let us move to 22. On 19, she's free. Let's grab a farmland. It's going to be, just so I can keep them straight, sheep farm area. That's for just my personal notes. It's going to be farm ID number 8. Now I also want to give this a little bit of like meadow, so you can, if whoever buys, if you do multiplayer, you can put your own placeables down. So let's take the sheep farm area, and I can't remember what it was, number 8. Let me go to square. Oh, still on round. Square. Let me do a save because I've had a bunch of crashes today. So it's going to need its own farmland. And I'm going to overpaint, and I'll fix it when I come to the other side of the road, just so I don't miss any squares under the road. I'm going to go wide on the back side, and we're going to take this farmland, I think, straight across. So we'll take this all the way down. So I'll do a straight line when we put the field in behind it. But this is just going to get me a general idea of where the sheep farm and meadow that goes with it is. Now, let's get where. Let's get a. How do I want to do this? Let me go to. We're on square. Dirt. Have a road coming in. Let's go a little bit of a road on this side. I want to leave some grass along the wrong one. Darn it. It's not what I wanted to do. I want to leave some grass along the road. Let's take you to there for now. Now, do these have operating doors? These do not. That one does not have any operating doors. Does this one have any operating doors? Or are these just props? So you have no operating door. I don't think these have any operating doors. So these are just props. Alright. Which that I don't like. But if you don't like it, sell it. So if they don't have any operating doors, I don't need to put a snow mask inside of them. If it has opening doors when we spawn it into the map, we'll go in and test it. Then I can put a snow mask in. Let's just square this up. I haven't played 22 enough to know if these have operating doors or not. I've put the snow mask in our other home farm buildings, so it doesn't snow inside the buildings. Do we need to? No, we won't need to drive around that building because the doors don't work. Well, let's throw a driveway around it just for the heck of it. Let's bring this straight up. Have some good days, old man. See you later this week. Take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. Very, very much appreciated. Yeah, I will definitely not be on the next 2 days. Too much real life stuff going on. Yeah, let's be able to just drive around this building, and then I can just slope it in like that. Now, how do I want to do the house? Let's do... I'm not going to put a garage on this house. Let's just do a parking area here. So I'll do a parking area there. And then I do want to underpaint this house though, but I think I want to go with concrete so it looks like it's sitting on a foundation. Just like we did with the buildings in town. And this thing has all kind of steps around it. I think we're going to change the driveway. Coming in. It's going to make it a little bit easier to get some sidewalks on here. So get one, something like that, and I'll put another one on this side. Come over. Something like that. Now let's do, let's stick with the dirt. Let's go back to dirt. Let's get an opening in this side. Yeah, that's fine. Get an opening on that side. We'll curve it back a little bit. You can put your own placeable silos down if you buy this farm. And now let's come down over here. And we'll make sure we can sell it off in game before we come in and put all the textures and all the foliage and trees in. So let me do a save, and then I should be able to, I should have everything done. So we have mod description, we have the sheep farm area, placeables, we have the sheep farm area pointing to RXML, and then RXML is pointing to the i3D. So everything should be fine. Let's delete that out. I'm going to finish underpainting concrete the house. And then over here a little bit more dirt. This whole area can go to dirt. And then let's give this a save. And we'll make sure the sheep farm spawns into the game. We'll buy the farmland, we'll see how much it costs, and we'll sell the sheep farm off before we move on to the other two farms. What time is it? 4:10. I'm going to get out here about 5 o'clock. So I'll go for about another 45 minutes and get out of here. Alright, jump back in here. Let's grab the truck so we can drive back there. So the sheep farm should spawn in. I gotta fix that mailbox. No sheep farm. So what did I do wrong? No sheep farm. Okay, no sheep farm. Why? I have the farmland should be in. I missed the little square in the farmland also. Why no spawn into game? Everything should be fine with the i3D, with the XMLs in i3D. Oh, I know, I didn't zero it out. Let's go into sheep farm. I didn't zero it out. Sheep farm. 0, 0, 0, 0. Save. That should do it. Let me just double check the log. Make sure it's not throwing any errors. Yeah, I missed 1 pixel, so I got to go back in and fix that 1 pixel. That should be it. Let's take a look at that. So that's going to be farmland. What number was that? 8. Farmland 8. I've got to be missing 1 somewhere. Farmland 8. There's got to be 1 missing under the road somewhere. Let's try that and see if that fixes it. Come on, give me another save. There we go. Now let's see if this sheep farm shows up. Okay, now that I'm completely frozen. 22 won't even launch. Oh, there we go. There we go. Career, empty slot. Let's try that again. Oh, I gotta remember to go in and get rid of that extra silo in the farm barn. We're gonna drive back there and take our chances. Okay, now we have a sheep farm. Well, a fake sheep farm. We'll get it. We'll get some foliage and textures and whatnot in here. Now, I'm pretty positive you're not going to get any kind of door triggers. So no door triggers. I don't think any of these barn triggers work. Now, so this is just all static. No barn triggers, no barn triggers. Now, question is, let's throw some cash in here. Let's buy this farmland. And now let's make sure that we can we sell it off? Oh, I think I can. So if you don't like it, you can get rid of it. And then just texture, take your paint tool out and retexture. So I'm going to leave it in for multiplayer. So we're going to leave that one there. Close that now. And then that farmland pixel area should now be gone. Where's my log? Yeah, that farmland pixel area is now gone. Alright, so we're still completely error-free. Alright, sheep farm I want to put there. Let's work with the cow farm since it's right there. I'm going to put the cow farm on this corner, but we're going to get rid of a lot of this extra crap that we don't want. I am going to get rid of the fence, so the fence is going to go. Fence is gone. You also have some winter decorations. What do you have? Just the couple of snowmen? Alright, I can work with that. We're going to move the sign, we'll move the snowmen. Which way do we want this facing? That house doesn't have like a really good front side to it. I may spin this house around. Oh, maybe not. Let's see what we can do with it. So let's take the cow farm, and it's floating, so it's going to have to come down. Before I bring it down, what is this thing? Electrical wall box, sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, I'm going to delete that. Where are we? Cow farm. So make sure there's nothing else weird highlighted in green. Okay, you have... Alright, hold on. Apparently you've got some weird crap in your transform group. Way to go, Giants. I'm going to get rid of that. Let's go back to the cow farm area. So nothing else weird green floating anywhere else in the map. None. Alright. Let's bring this down. Down to earth. I'm gonna have to move that sign. I'm gonna have to move some of the stuff around. So let's get... Oh, come on. I may have to adjust the individual buildings. Let's start with that building. And then how does everything else look? Now we're going to have to play around with the individual buildings. Alright. Let's bring you down. Where are you at? Where's my gizmo? Right there. Let's bring you down a little bit. This guy... Bring him down a little bit. Match the other silos. This guy is, I think, going to be fine. About there. The house. Bring the house down. Yeah, the house, yeah. Alright, that'll work. Farm barn. Yep, you're floating as well. So you're going to go about there. Animal trade barn. about there. Farm silo. Alright, you're fine there. Milk container. You're fine. Now the sign. I'm going to leave the sign there for a second. We're going to move the sign. Okay, so that's everything in the transform groups except for the sign in the winter. Alright, let's take the cow farm area. And do I want to turn it or do I want to leave it in this orientation? I think I may want to turn it this way to 90. And I want to pull it, let's pull it back in a little bit here. Now let's grab the sign. Bring the sign out to the corner. Now it's got to come down. So stick the farm now. Winter. Let's bring these guys out to here. That'll work. Now, before I go any further, the horse ranch, I'm just going to get it out of my way for now. And the pig farm area, I'm going to get it out of my way for now. We're going to work with those. We won't get to today, but we're going to work with those. Now, this creek needs to run off the edge of the map. Let me do a quick save. Yeah, either just for looks. Yeah, they just for looks. So, you can sell them off. So I'm fine with that. Now let's go to round replace. This creek, we'll do a little bit of a pond here, but this creek we are going to, how do I want to run this? So let's snake it over this way a little bit. And we'll snake it back over this way a little bit. And then eventually, at some point, it's going to run off the edge of the map. It's going to get it out of my way for now. But do I want to leave that open for you to put placeables down, or do we want to... Now let's widen this out just a little bit. Just over here. Alright, let's give this side is smooth, just where we're working. This side is smooth. Just back through here. Because I still have all the foliage and stuff to do over there. I just want to get these set in place and get them spawning in. That's the main goal right now. So it won't take long to put grass and trees around them. Alright, let's underpaint. So let me go, where am I on? Let's go back to square. And then let's go to dirt. I want to be able to drive around this building. Let's go a little bit further. So once we get, I think these are the last of the buildings. We get these 4 farms set, and then the rest are just fields and forests at this point. Won't take long to put fields and forests in. Then I got to play with all the XMLs. So we're going to mess with the fill type XML. We're going to mess with the harvest rates and harvest quantities. I want to mess with the pallets. We're going to mess with some of the factories. Alright, so that's going to be underpainted. I got to figure out where I'm going to put the farmyard yet. I can, once I get them underpainted, I can get them all do we want to bring, I may just, yeah, probably just going to square this up. Yeah, let's square this up to here. Oh, and a sawmill. So we'll get some forest and we'll get some sawmills put in. And then the rest is just going to be fields and forests. So the rest of the build should go fairly quick. Yes, so let's get this area defined. And I think I'm going to angle it back to the house, something like that. And then over here, we'll give you a yard if anybody wants to put some placeables down in multiplayer. So let's just come straight down. It'll make it much easier to texture this area. Yes, let's bring this down. And now we'll just sort of snake it around the water a little bit, something like that. And then foliage we'll do later. We could do all the foliage and trees actually when we come back to finish this whole square. Alright, now let's go. Alright, let me take the where are we working? We're working with the cow farm. No, we're working with the which one are we working with? Yeah, the cow farm. So let's take the cow farm. Let's go file, export selection with files. We're going to go cow farm area. Let's export that out. Sheep farm area I'm done with. Let's close that. Let's grab the cow farm area. I want to rename this cow farm area. And then we have to rename this cow farm area. It's going to go into placeables. get rid of the dollar data. So we're going to spawn the one in from our placeables folder. Mod description. You are going to be cow. Placeables. I can copy this one. Just change this to cow. Change this one to cow. And then get my coordinates in. Here. Here. And here. 090. 090. So that's done. I should be able to delete this out of the map. Let's go back to dirt. Let's fill these couple of holes in. Let's save that. Now this farm should spawn into, oh, I got to fix one thing. Cow farm area. I got to zero it out. 0, 0, 0, 0, and save. So now the cow farm area should spawn into the game. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with maybe 4 sawmills. I'm not sure. 1 north, 1 east, 1 south, 1 west. I'm not sure yet on the sawmills. But I think I'm going to go with 4. Let's grab a truck. Green. And let's see if the cow farm area is going to spawn in. We're testing. I've been pretty much testing as we go, so there's not even going to be much to test on this map once we do get it ready. Now ignore those buildings over to the right. We still have to move them. Okay, cool. So the cow farm will spawn in. And I did not paint a farmland in for this, so I got to paint the farmland in yet. Do I like that house that high? No, because there's no back steps. I'm going to pull the house down. I'm going to pull that barn down. Yeah, I don't like the barn. I don't like the house. All right, let's make a couple changes. All right, let's go File, Import. We're going to bring the cow farm back in. No, I have to get its coordinates. I Control C, Shift V, and then it's 90. Yes. All right. What didn't I like? This building has to come down. I don't like it. Which means it's going to mess with that door. So that, oh man. Alright, let's see if we can bring it all the way down. And then the roof over here looks weird when it's all the way down. So I think we're going to compromise. Where's my gizmo? I think we're going to bring it back like halfway. Something like that. It's static anyway. And then the house I don't like. That's sitting up way too tall anyway. So the house, let's bring the house down. No, I'm going to bring the house all the way down. And then it had some props. Yes, we're going to have to bring garbage can. It's got to come back up. And then this garbage can is going to have to come back up. I still don't like that barn. Oh, we're going to live with it. Alright, cow farm. Let's go file, export. I got to overwrite the cow farm area. And we're going to delete it back out of the map. I got to go back in and zero it out. But let's get the farmland painted for the cow area. Let's grab a new farmland. And let me turn this one off. We turn this one on. Make a note for myself. Cow farm area. So it is going to be number 9. So we're on square. Let's go to 9. Now we're going to go along the water. So I want the water non-viable. So go along the water. And then up to the road. So up to the road. And then over here I'm going to go past the road. Now, do I want to go back that way, or do I think we're going to go straight back this way, and then we'll put a field on the other, put a couple fields on the other side. So let's take, and again, this is just going to be temporary, and I'll put it in better a little bit later. But let's just take this back to about here for now. So if you buy this area, this is what you're going to get. That back there is going to be a forest. So I don't want to go all the way back to the map edge. Let's save that. And let's jump back in here again. And then I'm probably going to call it, and then we'll put the other 2 farms in on Thursday. should be the last green truck we're going to have to lease today. And now it's not spawning in because I forgot to zero it out. So we are going to have to lease one more truck today. We made the changes to it and then I forgot to zero it out. Cow farm area. Cow farm area. 0, 0, 0, 0. Oop. Save. Let's try that one last time. I don't want to lease another green truck today. I'm tired of leasing green trucks. But it is the color of the day for absolutely no reason. The traffic is still flying. Do I see a farm? I do see a farm. Ignore the ones to the right. We're going to take care of those on Thursday. And I didn't put a road going in and a road going out. So we got to add a couple roads going in and out. That's much better. Yeah, that's going to be much better. So multiplayer, you can purchase this area. Let's throw some cash in here. Where's cash? Let's make sure we can buy it. And then let's make sure that we can sell it if you don't want it. If you want to create your own farm. So let's jump in here, construction. Let me turn my camera, demolish. There we go. So you can delete out the farm if you don't like it and build your own back here. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. Well, let me put these two roads in before I forget, because by the time Thursday rolls around, I'm going to completely forget about the two roads. Let me just get the two roads cut in real quick. Oh, crap, I'm going to have to bring the houses back in. I can't remember I can't remember where the buildings are sitting. Let's import in. Let's bring the darn cow area in. Let me grab those coordinates and put them here, and then rotate it to 90. There we go. Now we can cut a road in, or two. Let's go back here. Let's go to, am I on square, am I on round? I'm on square. Yes, let's get a road in here. And let's get a road in. Where do we want to go? Over here by the farmhouse, or back this way a little bit further? Let's go back this way a little bit further. Get your road coming out this way. Something like that. And then grass and textures and all that stuff should be easy. So let's delete that out. Do another save. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon. I appreciate everybody stopping in. Like I said, I will not be on tomorrow or Wednesday. I'll be back on Thursday. Real life stuff going on the next 2 days. But I'm going to save this, close this, get out of here. Hope everyone has a great night. Have the next couple of days. Hope you have health and happiness, and I'll catch you all on Thursday. Where's my mouse? There's my mouse.